Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Moon Scarab channel. And I'm here with Heather from
So
so
Alchemy, the
Alchemy.
Indigo Jaguar.
I still think about intuitive arts. I don't know why, because I associate you with, as an artist with art. Anyway, so we're here with Heather, and we are honored to have here also Nancy from A Crone's Intuition.
Hey,
Hello,
everybody.
Nancy. Yeah, tonight we were gonna have Ginger as well, but unfortunately, Ginger's not feeling well, so we're sending her positive vibes and speedy recovery.
Yeah.
So, ladies, how are you doing today?
Good.
I'm feeling much better.
Good.
Yes, thank you
That's
everybody for all the healing energy that you
Oh,
sent to
yes.
Nancy last night.
Yes. That I'm sure that's what helped. Really.
Mhm.
So thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. So, tonight's show we're gonna be harnessing the power of the new moon and do some readings. We have different divination tools available. I, for one, I'm using tarot, oracles. I have geomantic sticks. I'm using Lenormand, uh, runes, combination of all different things, playing cards, numerology, etc. What are you going to be using tonight, Nancy?
Well, I have oracle cards. I have one tarot, and then I also was going to do a little bit of bibliomancy.
Hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
For those who don't know, bibliomancy is divination using a book.
Book.
Typically, yeah, it's original. It's the Bible itself has been used for divination as well, but
Hmm.
we're just using a secular book in this case,
Yes.
correct?
You
Yes.
can use any book. Yeah.
You can use
Wow.
any book. I use a dictionary, 100-year-old dictionary.
This is what I'm
Mm.
using.
Very nice.
The year of positive thinking. What are you using, Heather?
I have a couple tarots. I've got a oracle, and I have an astrology deck. So, based on the person and the question, I'll just let
Hmm.
my cards guide me. To which one to use.
Awesome. So let's say hi to a few people. If you have any questions, please post them with in caps and emojis so we're able to see it. And let's say hi to, we have Amanda, Tropical Empress in
Amanda.
Spirit. Hello.
Oh, she'll be missing tonight's
Hello.
show.
Yeah. Ange from Roots in Waves. Great seeing you. And who else we have here? We have Rain. Rain made a resurgence after
Yes.
a period of silence, but it's great to see her again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sharon O'Brien. Hello. Nice to see you. We have Paula. She has a question. We'll get to your question. We have Aspasia Rising. Hello,
Hello,
Beth.
Beth.
Aspasia. Love that. Aspasia.
Sounds like a
Aspasia.
spice. You're a spice
Yes.
girl, Beth.
uh, who else do we have here? We have Ellen. Hello, Ellen. Great seeing you. Who else do we have? That's all we have for now. And let me just unhighlight this here. All right, so let's talk about the new moon. The new moon is a great uh, phase to set intentions and manifest new beginnings, right? So, as the moon remains hidden in the night sky, this represents the infinite possibilities that lie in front of us, just waiting to be discovered. And, during this phase, the energy is ripe for manifestations and bringing our deepest desires to life. Um, and it's a time for us to focus on what we truly want to create in our lives, to set new intentions that align not only with our desires but also with our hearts and our souls. um, so this is a great period to start over again this month for things that we want to do, we want to tackle, we want to manifest. And in this case, this month is, the moon is in Leo, so it's a moon with courage, inner strength, right? So this is a new
Creativity.
opportunity. Yeah, creativity. There's a new opportunity and a new phase to be able to, in a powerful way, tap into the energy of renewal and start fresh, right? Um, it's an opportunity to embrace potential and and be aware that the universe is working in our favor, right? It's aligning the right opportunities and the right people also to make our dreams and our desires a reality, right? Would you anything that you ladies would like to add?
Well, I'm going to be sure and set
Oh,
my intentions. That's for sure.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I think you pretty much covered everything. This is a time to kind of do shadow work, kind of going within. Um, you know, journaling is really good, any type of writing. And for those who, one of the things that were always in my goddess books was the beautiful passage that even though you can't see her face in the sky, know that she's there resting so that she will manifest again and be able to give you the guidance and the energy and the support as she wanes. I mean, as she waxes back into her fullness. So, yeah, I want
Mm-hmm.
to share that.
Yeah, and Ange has a great comment here, and she says, "Welcome to this new moon in Leo, where the veil between the conscious and subconscious is thin. This is no time to play small. Set those intentions, stand in your authenticity, and create." It's
Nice.
beautiful. That is beautiful.
And she
Did
needs to
you
make
Yes.
her own deck.
did you see what Beth said about what her name means? I
Yes.
love that.
Oh,
I did not
as
realize that.
let's see. Let's
Oh, wow.
go.
Yep. That's what I thought.
Aspasia. Let's see. Socrates. Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Up
Nope.
Also
above.
Nope.
philosopher. Uh-huh.
Her comment above.
There
Uh
we go.
Your,
wasn't there a movie a couple years ago on her?
I
There
don't
was
know.
yes, there was a movie
A movie
um in ancient Greece, this woman who was a teacher and she ended up being
being,
murdered.
yeah, she was murdered
Mm-hmm.
publicly
Yes.
for it.
Yes, there was a
Wow.
movie.
Yep.
I watched it many years ago and it was a beautiful, powerful movie. I don't remember the title, but I'm wondering if it's actually her.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. So ready, lady?
Yeah.
All right. So we have a question from Shannon O'Brien. May I have a reading, please? Because I haven't had one for Ramon before. This it is my birthday month, and missed Heather last night because I was celebrating a birthday for kids. All right.
Well,
Happy
Sharon, I'll grab
birthday.
my book for you, my dear.
Hmm. All right. Let's see. Happy birthday. My mom is a Leo, by the way. So
Sharon, what day is your birthday this month? And I'll look it up for you in my color book. See that you missed me last night. I've got my phone open, so okay, the 28th.
Let's see. Yesterday was her birthday.
No, August 28th is her birthday.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm all ready if you want me to go.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Let me.
So Sharon, for you, your birthday, my dear, your color is apricot. And there you go. There's your apricot. And it says here for you, apricot is associated with being stylish, big hearted, and very independent. If you were born on this day, you have a strong sense of individuality and do not follow others easily. You have a talent for looking good, and people will look to you to set trends. You are stylish and innovative, and you dress and act the way you want. You are big-hearted, and love plays an important role in your life. How this color benefits you, my dear? Your color, Your personal color embodies the qualities of both excitement and serenity. Wearing, meditating on, or surrounding yourself with apricot connects you to the nectar of life. And your compatible birthdays are February 18th, April 27th, November 9th. And from my tarot of the mystical moon, I pulled the Hermit, which again, this is a perfect time to get a Hermit card because this is about taking this time in this new moon to go within, reflect, look into yourself for that inner light. And I love how this is a lantern and you have all the little moths flying around. So for me right now, it's going within, sitting with yourself, um, finding out who you are, what you still feel is true to yourself. And I love that these, to me, these like these little moths are representing to me in your reading, kind of like your guides coming around, whether they're angels, ancestors, elementals, whatever your spiritual beliefs are. I feel like they're coming around you. They're drawn to your beautiful light, and they're wanting you to see the beauty of your light. So taking time to go in, introspection, and then on the bottom of the deck, for something you may not be able to see, I got the Fool card. So the Fool is about taking that risk, and having that leap of faith, and knowing that we're never too old to try something new, or to try a new job, a new hobby, going back to school, whatever it is. So whatever you might be contemplating, maybe with the introspection of the Hermit card, um, just listen to your intuition, and that won't let you astray. And that's what I have for you, Sharon. Happy early birthday! If I don't talk to you
Yes.
um, before.
Happy early birthday.
Yeah, oh, that's sweet.
Hi, Robert.
Yes. Do you want to go, Nancy?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Um, Sharon, I went to the date of your birth to do the bibliomancy for you, and this is what it says for August 28th. An exercise in movement and happiness. List 5 songs that make you wildly happy. Do not judge what the songs are, simply write them down. Set aside 10 minutes a week and dance to them. Don't worry about who might watch you. Move your hips and smile. Give it a try and notice how it makes you feel. It's very difficult to dance and be miserable at the same time, I promise. That's what it says. The card that I got you 2 cards, Sharon, and the first card is the card that says optimal self. It says dense energies must be left behind in order for you to align with higher frequencies. And notice the butterflies all around your hands and the light. So move away from those dense energies. Make sure that you are grounded as you start each day. Do some meditation, journaling, like Heather said. And this is very important, I think. See with your heart. Now is the time to hear the messages. And I love that for you, Sharon.
That's a beautiful message. All right, so
Sorry.
I pulled I pulled 4 different divination tools for you, and 3 of them are cartomancy, and the other one is the geomantic sticks. The first one that I pulled is the moon from Lenormand, and how appropriate is this card, right? So there's a card that talks about cycles, that talks about reflection, your intuition, your dreams, but more than anything, the start of something new, right? Um, and the message from this card, especially during this new moon cycle coming up, but also your birthday, is that this is a cycle that closes and one that is starting right now. So reflect on what you achieved up to this moment. What is it that you want to do? But more than anything, follow your intuition, your divine connection to be able to go forward. The second card that I pulled for you is a oracle card, and it's related to that as well. It's called Connections. So it talks about messages, divine union, cross the divide, but also cross towards a new chapter in your life. Do this with positivity, with happiness, and you're definitely supported by the universe for this, because the third card I pulled for you is the Elder Futhark uh, character of Wunjo. And Wunjo represents joy, happiness, harmony. So there is positivity behind all this. It's an opportunity to be able to move forward, to cut with anything that doesn't resonate with you anymore, and go ahead. The fourth tool that I pulled for you, the fourth image is it's called Cauda Draconis, and let me show you what it looks like. Let's see. Cauda Draconis looks like this, and it's the dragon's tail. And Cauda Draconis is great for moments in of endings, right? Things, cycles that close, and things that you need to cover in your life. So again, use this opportunity, this cycle that closes, this year that closes, and set your intentions with the new moon and this new year that's starting for something positive, to cut from your life anything that doesn't resonate with you anymore, and address everything, your dreams, your desires, with positivity and always following your intuition. And that's what I got for you. Happy birthday.
Oh.
All right.
And Miss Tarot D
Yes.
has joined us. And so has
Hi, Miss
Robert.
Tarot D.
And Robert is here.
Hello, Robert. Miss Tarot D, you must be so pissed at me. I'm sorry. He's called me twice through Facebook Messenger, and it's always been at moments I'm at work. I,
Uh-huh.
it's I'm looking awful. She called me, I think the second time I was in the shower. So I could
What's the
definitely
perfect time to answer, right?
I couldn't pick that call right at that moment. Yes. So I owe you a call back. Hello, Robert. Let's go to the second question. And we have one from Paula. I would love a reading from Ramon about my near future. I lived in Carolina, Isla Verde when I was a kid. My parents live in Carolina. Carolina it's where the airport is, the airport of San Juan. And
Mm.
yeah, they say it's San Juan, but it's actually the town of Carolina. That's where my parents live right now. But all three of us will give you a reading, okay? Not just me. And let's shuffle. Let's pull some cards for you. A general reading, I'm assuming it is, right? Okay. If any of you ladies are ready, just let me know. Hmm.
Um, I have 3 cards for Paula.
Let's see. I'm trying to pull you.
Okay.
There you go.
Paula, the first card that I pulled for you, it's a card of crossroads, and it's called the Path, and it says, despite your doubt, your path is clear. What you have to decide is which direction you're going to go. There are 2 paths there. But the other cards are very, very positive. So this is, one of the paths, if you look in this, the one has a lot of flowers and there's like bright lights. And then there's this other path that there are stones by the side of the road and there are mountains ahead. So you have to decide, I suppose, whether you want to take the easier path or the harder path. The second card was the card of financial health. And this is a beautiful card for you. I don't know your financial situation, but it appears that all is well or is going to be well for entertainment purposes only. And the third card that goes with that is the card of abundance. And there's all kinds of abundance. We think of financial abundance. There's an abundance of having friends, an abundance of positivity. Abundance is all around us. You just have to look and find it. And that's what I have for you, Paula.
All right, Heather, are you ready? Go ahead.
Hi, Paula. So I have a few cards for you. So I pulled from my new decks, Resurrection Oracle. It's called Welcome to Your Life, which is a great line to the beginning of an 80s song. Let's see if y'all can remember what 80s song that is, or what band. So The Graduate is what I pulled from you from this. And The Graduate is all about graduating, the student. This is about lessons learned. And this is about moving forward, whether graduating from school, moving through life, anything that was worth pursuing academically. And I want to focus on the academic with you because I ended up pulling two cards from my Mystic Moon tarot, and I got the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is hard work, steady progress. It's the card that says like sticking to a plan, and like with the Page of Pentacles, which is the student, the academy, looking at things from all different perspectives, but just really wanting to focus on that study, because Pentacles aren't just about money or stability, but it's also about education, academia, not just the swords. And this is kind of like taking steps moving forward now. And the bottom of the deck for this card, I have the Judgment. And I'm wondering if you might be trying to figure out, do I want to teach? How do I, and whether this could be in a school or in a place where you work, possibly a promotion. But I'm feeling like, I don't know if you're hesitating, which is the Knight of Pentacles. You're kind of taking your time, slow and steady, looking at things from all different angles and plotting a course. And sometimes with the Judgment card, that comes with us maybe afraid of what others might say, being judged by others by a decision that we want to make, or maybe even us not sure if we're thinking that we're not good enough. Which comes back for me to with the Graduate card. Having lived through however old you are, age really doesn't mean anything. But taking that knowledge that you have brought forward through life and where you are at now, the cards I'm looking at are making me feel like you want to start sharing your knowledge, sharing your lessons learned. And I pulled from my crystal card deck for you, and I got Peridot. And look what it says. It says teach, and it's also the heart chakra. So I don't know if these lessons that you have learned, anything with school or even through lessons of life, the school of life, you want to start teaching or start sharing and passing on to others. I'm feeling like with this new moon energy, this might be something that you might be going back to and taking a look at. And I hope that resonates. And that's what I have for you, my dear. Thank you for letting me read for you.
Just 1 second. All right. So I have, if 4 different tools that I pulled for you, and there's an interesting message here of uh, breaking current patterns and start a new something. So the first image that I pulled from the geomantic stick is called cárcer, and this is it sounds very similar like Spanish, right? Because it's actually Latin, which is the language that a lot of other Romance languages come from: Spanish, French, Portuguese, Italian, Romanian, Occitan, Catalan, etc. And it looks like this: cárcel. And cárcel is about uh, patterns, things that it's actually jail. It's the word for like jail, right? Like trap. So it's that this moment in our lives that we find ourselves in the current cycles, doing the same things, same patterns all the time. So it invites you to reflect those things in your life that you need to break away from. Why do I say that? Because the second card I pulled is the Elder Futhark symbol of, it's called Hagalas. And Hagalas is, it's like hail, is destruction, it's crisis. And crisis, not all crises are negative, right? Crisis is the symptom that something needs to change. So again, is a reflection on those things that are patterns that are repetitive, that no longer serves you, to be able to break away from and move forward. Uh, Third card I pulled is from Lenormand, and it's the fox. And the fox is about being cunning, it's strategy, it's adaptability, right? It's it's about manipulation, but see it in a way of manipulating the circumstances to be able to obtain the things that you want, right? Breaking away from things that no longer serve you. Use your talent, your skills, the opportunities around you to your advantage to be able to manifest all those things that you want. You definitely have the protection from and support from the divine realm. The last card I pulled is actually that, it's protection. And it talks about nurturing your goals. Get support from the divine realm, from those people around you, but also more than anything from yourself. And hold on to your skills to be able to move forward to pursue the things that you want, and which you will. And that's what I got for you. All right.
I love that
And
moon deck, Ramon.
it's beautiful, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Um, let's break away a little bit from the seriousness. We have Miss Tarodi who says, I love Carolina. But she also said, by the way, I was able to see you in the shower. There's an AI app called I See Ramon in the Shower.
Later on, he called it
Miss
two
Tara
days.
D.
Miss
Yeah.
Tarodi. All right, let's go through the comments below. Um,
She said, "Thank
let's
you all." I don't know, Paula. Did any of that resonate with the education or the teaching? I just feel like you have so much beautiful
Mhm.
knowledge and life experience that to be able to reach out and especially the youth of today, sharing your wisdom and teaching. I just really feel so strongly from those cards for you.
Yeah, let's
Hello,
see.
Maruta.
Maruta, how are you, Maruta? Maruta.
And
Let's see.
joyful journey. Hello, my
Okay,
dear.
we have a message. We have a question here from Ellen. Who who I be content if I accepted the job? I guess it will I be content if I accepted the job offer from BF?
Boyfriend.
Hmm, don't know.
Hmm. Well, girl, if you're
Let's
questioning it, something must be niggling you in your gut. To me, that's a sign right there. If you're unsure, if something doesn't feel right. I'll pull cards for you, sweetheart, but always trust your gut.
Always trust your gut, but also be confident in your skills, because sometimes we second guess the choices that we make. You know, and a lot of it is because we're used to being in, with certain patterns, and we're afraid to change, right? But you know the circumstances around it. I'm gonna Well, that sounds like a yes or no question, so I'm gonna use a yes or no deck. And this deck I like because it doesn't just tell you yes or no, it tells you a lot of other things in between.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Well, I have cards already.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
I have two cards for you, Ellen. And this is just really, to me, straightforward for you, sweetheart. Um, so again, I used a different deck this time. I used the Artist Decoded Tarot. I was drawn to pull from there. And the Knight of Pentacles came back up again from this deck. And so this is about the deck taking a look at what is going on in front of you or ahead of you. This is the knight that moves very slowly. They take their time, they study, they look, they make sure that they have looked at a situation from every possible angle before they make their move. They're very methodical. Next card I got for you is the Ten of Swords. And we all know Ten of Swords, it's the end of a completion of a lot of pain and suffering. But for me, there is something that is painful either in your past that you are maybe addressing in wanting to possibly move forward with this job offer. So whatever it is in your recent past, because I'm trying to feel like, and I don't have permission to tap into your boyfriend's energy, so I'm trying to stay within your energy. So I'm feeling like there was some sort of like betrayal, backstabbing, something extremely painful that happened that is making you really take your time looking at everything and questioning this. And at the bottom of the deck, I did get the Lovers card. And of course, the Lovers doesn't always mean an intimate relationship, but this also means about partnership as well. And so moving forward with this and utilize this new moon energy, Ellen. Really sit with yourself. Sit with that inner night of yours. Sit with the hermit. Sit within that darkness. Write, meditate. However it is that you get grounded and you connect to source and your inner light, your inner source, and really feel out about this possible job offer, because this is going to be a relationship. This is a partnership. There's already one established in the in the intimacy, but this is moving forward, and holding hands. They're looking the opposite way. So just making sure that whatever this Ten of Swords represents. Okay, I just want to see what the next card would have been. I got the Death card. So this could very well be something in your past that's making you question. And so this could be very well the time. It's the dark moon. It's a time of rebirth. It's a time of transitioning and moving into something new. So only you know internally what this represents best for you. And I'll leave that and see what the others get for you, Alan. Good luck, my dear.
Heather, look at the comment that she made. The BF is not boyfriend; it's the initials of the company.
Okay,
Okay. Okay.
good.
Thank you. Hey, Ben.
I'm
All
ready,
right.
Ramon. Oh,
Go ahead.
here I
You
am.
are center stage.
Ellen, I tell you what. Now this entertainment purposes only, right? I pulled this card for you. I mean, this was the card that came out of the deck. It says yes, and I got out my pendulum, and my pendulum also said yes. But having said that, like I said, it's entertainment purposes only. I have two other cards for you that are the first one is, if the world around you seems turbulent, stop. Um, I think, you have to really think about this, and you have to be sure before you take the job. You might want to meditate on it. You might want to journal or do some automatic writing. Um, think about it. Really think about it before you say yes. Um, and the other card is wonderful. It's you are unlimited. What you can create is unlimited. So your potential is unlimited. You just have to decide whether you want to say yes or not. Um, it looks like if you say yes, things will be good, but that's ultimately, it's your decision.
All right. Thank you, Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. All right. So, will I be content if I accepted this job offer from BF? So, the first card I pull is without questioning. You will be content with, for entertainment purposes only as well. You will be content with this decision. Now, the I pulled five cards for you. I got that one. First card I pulled from the other ones, uh, from tarot, is the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles, this is a card that traditionally talks about hardship, pain. Fives represent instability, but it's also change. Um, this card, when I started in tarot, I didn't like this card because I saw a lot of different levels of pain here, right? It's the physical, it's the emotional. But I got to learn that at the same time, this is a card of survivals, right? Of people who don't just sit there to die. They get up, they move forward, and they try to find a better future. And that is what I see in this case. You might have been in a situation of instability, of, it's of trouble, of unpredictability, and you decided to move forward towards something new. Third card I pull for you is from Lenormand, is the Anchor. And the Anchor talks about stability, right? Talks about foundation, of being grounded. And that is what you're going to. It's interesting that it moved from this card, moving forward, the instability of fives, into a moment of stability. So it seems what I'm getting from this is that this transition that you're going to go to a new job will bring you that sense of being anchored to something that you're happy with. Fourth card I pulled is from an oracle card, and it talks about passage. So this is a new cycle, transitioning, discovery, and gaining perspective. And the last card I pulled is from the Elder Futhark, and it's the symbol of Sowilo. And Sowilo is like the sun. It's victory, it's energy, it's radiance. So the combination of all these cards is telling it like a story, right? It's starting with saying that you will definitely be happy for entertainment purposes only with this new job, but also tells a story of instability, of not feeling grounded unto a new cycle that is coming in which you will feel fulfilled, happy, and bring a lot of clarity into your circumstances to be able to move forward. That's what I got for you, Ellen.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah, we had a lot of similar messages in each of those about rebirth, transitioning to something new, leaving the pain of the past behind. So that was a
Yes.
great reading for Ellen. All of them
Yes,
are, but
definitely.
I like how that those three came together for
And it's
Ellen.
so good to get her feedback too.
Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you for the feedback, Ellen.
Yes. All right. Let's see. We got this one already. Let's see. Yes, Aspasia says Aspasia was a philosopher in ancient Greek who refused the law. Uh-huh. Yes, I'm pretty sure there's a movie on that. Let's see. Happy birthday. All right. Ooh, I love that book. May I have a reading? I love to see.
Oh, she wants a
This
birthday.
from yes. Uh,
Well,
I love to see what that book says. September 7th. Thank you. So
Beth, did you want to wait till September, the beginning of the
no,
month, or she wants to know now?
she wants to
Well,
know
I
now.
I
She's
can
asking
look
now.
at
She can't
September
wait.
7th also in the book I have.
Let's see.
September 7th.
Yep. Nancy's got that book too.
Well, I've got a different book, but let me go to September here. So.
Oh, so Nancy, you're going to do the birthday?
No, this is a year of positive thinking.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
okay.
jealous.
Well, I will. I have pulled some cards, but September 7th in my book, Beth, says, "Yesterday is done. The words were said, the actions were taken, and the feelings were felt. Forgive. Let yesterday go and move boldly forward with the wisdom of lessons learned." That's what this book says for September 7th. The other cards that I pulled for you, the first card is the Temple of Light, and it says, "You are worthy. See the truth of who you are, a being of pure love and pure light."
Oh, that's a beautiful card.
Isn't that gorgeous?
It's beautiful.
And
Wow.
the second card that I got, this says, "Ask your spirit guides." If you are having, Beth, if you're having a question about something, you need to turn to your guides and be open to hearing what they say, and they will help you with whatever you require. If you come to them and be open to hearing them, and then applying what they say. The third card that I got for you, this is a beautiful card, and I have this new um, tarot deck. It's called the Fifth Tarot, and the card that I pulled for you is the Ten of Lotus, and it is the card of enlightenment. And I want you to look at this because this is a crystal lotus, and in this book. It says the Ten of Lotuses is a time of awakening to your full potential. You are a perfect representation of divine light on this plane, and now you are asked to reflect that light to others. Your service is greater than yourself, and your light shines in everything you do. As long as you come from the light, your path will be enlightened. Remember to keep your focus and intent on the highest good, and all you do will sparkle like the crystal lotus. I love that for you, Beth.
That's beautiful.
And I have.
All right. Heather, you have something?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
So, Beth, I saw her. I go, "You sure you want to wait till September?" And I saw the big, hell no. So, Beth, I'm so totally jealous. The color for your birthday. Oh, one of my favorite colors, one of my favorite color pencils that I love to use. You got Dahlia Purple. Look at that. So for September 7th, Dahlia Purple, good looking, discriminating, and verbal. You are smart and discriminating and tend to choose your words carefully. You have an understanding of true beauty and good health. Although you are outgoing and friendly, it is not always easy for people to get to know you on a deep level. You save the more intimate parts of yourself for a chosen few, which kind of makes sense with the two other cards that I got for you. So we'll get to those after. Your personal color, this is how it benefits you. Your personal color helps calm your restless nature. Wearing, meditating on, or summoning yourself or surrounding yourself. Oh, that was an interesting faux pas. Summoning yourself. So, again, this is also about maybe coming into summoning the true nature of you. The purple, our higher selves, our abilities, of our spirituality, our gifts. So, this could be very well also that little faux pas right there, that Freudian slip. This could very well be coming into more of yourself spiritually, kind of revisiting uh, spiritual beliefs, practices, ideology. Um, so I'm going to restart, but I think that had to come out. Your personal color helps calm your restless nature. Wearing, meditating on, or surrounding yourself with Dahlia purple helps quiet the mind while connecting you to happiness. Your compatible birthdays are January 8th, April 27th, and October 27th. And I know somebody whose birthday is on October 27th in our community, and that is Tom from Early Ritual. I just thought I would put that out there because he just got a reading a
Woohoo!
couple weeks ago. And so, Beth, for you, this is interesting talking about you hold your true self, your true inner light for only a chosen few. I'm wondering if you're thinking about or have maybe gone into a relationship or considering a relationship, and you're a journalist for years. Very cool. I got the coupling card, and the coupling is about mutual respect. And in this book with Jenna, she's kind of directing the card towards coming into more of a more intimate relationship. But this could be not necessarily with, an intimate, with a romantic partner. This could very well be intimate relationships more with the people around you. But the other card that went with this, my tarot, I have the Ace of Wands. And so for me, this feels like there's some sort of new friendship, whether platonic or maybe it can go into it's a more of an intimate or closer relationship. Because this Ace of Wands is all about passions ignited. The card says to go for it. It's a creative spark, getting motivated, new endeavors. So whether this might be a relationship where it's intimate, it may be business, platonic, but whatever there is, if this is this energy moving in, it's very passionate. You're very motivated. It's very creative, and there's a lot of beautiful mutual respect that goes with this. So that's what I had for you, my dear.
Hmm. All right, really nice. So it's interesting because you were talking about holding yourself for only for a certain few, and uh, I pulled for four cards for you, and the first card I pulled is from the Elder Futhark rune of wired. It's spelled like this, but it's actually the blank rune, and it's a rune that talks about the unknown, secrets, right? Things that are not known at this moment. Shh. Yeah. So it's interesting that Heather was talking about this, and this came up, right? So it could go different ways, right? It's might be a moment of uncertainty, but also connected to the message that she was saying. You are very reserved with what you want to share with other people, um, things that you want to be forward with. And the second card I pulled for you is from Lenormand, is the stork. And this talks about transformation, about change, about relocation, right? But I see it as being able to move those energies from being closed to be able to release, to let go, to show a little bit more about yourself. Um, Third card I pulled for you is called Release, and it's saying the same thing. Let go of any burdens, rebirth, resurface. That's what's in you, and awakening. And the fourth card is the Hangman, and the Hangman is about surrender. Surrender, right? It's a very spiritual card, but it's also about letting go of those things that we hold on to, have a new perspective, being able to find new meanings in things. So the overall message I'm seeing here is, it's an invitation to open yourself up, to be able to share that light, that beauty that you have inside of you with other people, release, that closure and open yourself up to be able to share your gifts that I know you have many. That's what I have for you. All right. We are at 51 minutes. Are you ladies okay?
I'm fine.
Nancy, you're fine? All right.
I'm good.
You're an inspiration of strength to me. Nancy. All right. So we have one from Bobby. If reading is
Bobby!
still available, here she goes. Happy about Bobby again. Making me
Is
jealous.
somebody jealous, Ramon?
Yes, I am. I'm
There's
admitting it.
plenty. There's plenty of Heather to go around. I promise. My God, you're
And
making me
especially at
blush.
the where did you go? And someone confused Bobby with me on a live the other day. I know we have hair, glasses, background
You got the
similar, but
quaff.
yes. All right. I'm kidding,
Okay, for
Bobby.
Bobby.
We're happy to have you around.
Yes.
Still jealous, but yeah, happy.
Let's
All right.
see. No, this is not the deck for Bobby. Let me grab a different one. Hang on.
All right. If anyone's ready, just let me know.
I'm still shuffling, so if Miss Nancy's all ready, she can go.
I'm not ready yet.
I'm not ready either. That's strange. It's very intense.
Okay, well then I guess I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Usually Miss Nancy's like, I'm all ready. She just
Well, I pulled out another deck.
yeah, I had to pull one out too, a different one.
Yeah.
I guess Bobby's that special. Yes, all of you are special. We wouldn't be here without everybody's support in chat and people who watch and play back and subscribe to us. So you are all much loved and appreciated. So
Yes, you are.
Bobby, I went ahead and I grabbed my Lenormand from the Day Louis, and I have three cards from there for you, and I have the first one is the Scythe, and so something is needing to be cut, something needs to be removed, and I pulled three, so this could very well have been already done. This is something maybe in the process of. This could be very well a recent past. Um, because I'm looking at the second card. You got lilies for the second one, which is about purity, being impeccable with your word, moving forward. Um, so we kind of got like a little bit of the Grim Reaper here with the scythe. But the thing is, there's this beautiful light coming through and it's shining right on your heart. So in this deck here, for me, it feels like something was recently like an energetic cord or a relationship or something that was very painful. It was somebody who was very close to you, and this could have been something within yourself. Sometimes people don't realize that, grieving doesn't mean when you act necessarily when people leave your life. Sometimes there's parts of ourselves that have to die, that we have to cut from within ourselves to rebirth ourselves anew. That could be extremely painful. So for me, it's this beautiful light though glowing on her, and she's kind of looking away, going, "Oh, this has got to happen. This is going to hurt," but not necessarily, because she's got that beautiful light coming in, and the light is a beautiful golden yellow, while the scythe is this very sharp silvery. So for me, this feels very kind of like masculine, feminine balance of energy here. And with this new moon, you may be reflecting on this, or you may be, or very well may have been, maybe doing a ritual or a dedication or something where you are actually cutting something away from you that no longer serves your higher purpose. And by doing that, you're moving into this beautiful spiritual phase. Um, like the book says, it looks like these beautiful lilies are just growing out of this concrete, because nature is so strong, nature is so resilient. It can even grow out of the tiniest cracks in the pavement, in a solid piece of concrete. It's kind of like an altar looking, almost like a tombstone in a way, but it's this beautiful glowing lily that is a purity of spirit, of mind, impeccability. And moving forward, the last card in that three is the clover. So whatever is being removed or needs to be removed, so that this beautiful blossoming and a flowering can take place. There's a lot of success. There's that beautiful shamrock. So the success, good fortune, happiness coming your way. And I was directed to pull from my crystal deck, and I pulled garnet. So it talks about commitment. So whatever this is that you are removing that's no longer serving you, this has to be a continued commitment. Heart and sacral chakras. Again, the heart. The picture in the card in the beginning, the light is focusing in on her heart. So whatever this is, something that needs to be cut, needs to be removed, but something beautiful is going to take its place. And it's something that you need to be committed to. And garnet, I know you're down in southern, Arizona, so you got plenty of crystal shops, and you may already have one in your possession. So maybe kind of meditating this dark moon, this new moon, with your garnet. And yeah, that's what I have for you, Bobby. Thank you for letting me read for you.
I'm ready, Ramon. Oh, hi, Bobby. The first card I have for you, this is a card of your ancestors, and they are pointing the way to you. And they are surrounding you, Bobby, and they're watching you. They've been watching you for a long, long time, and they're pretty much always with you. They're so proud of you and what you've accomplished, and they realize that you are in a time of really expansive growth right now. And when you look at this card, Heather, cover your eyes.
Oh, to the snakes.
There are 3 snakes, Bobby, and if you look at them, they're all headed in different directions. You can kind of count them by their heads. And they are shedding their skin, things that no longer serve them, things that they have outgrown. And this is kind of like what's going on with you right now. um, you're in a loop of expansion. And the final card that I have for you is the cavern of your soul. And I don't know if you can see that person there. That's you. And if you can see your heart, the expansion of your heart, and all of the pink and red colors around you are the love of your ancestors. There's some crystals behind you. And you are, in many ways, you are accomplishing things that they never could. I'm talking about your ancestors way, way back. And because of them, you are. And you are on this path that is so important right now. And I just hear them cheering you on. I mean, they are so proud of you. And that's what I got for you, Bobby.
That's beautiful. So Ben, that's the deck right there. There we go. Oh, they just wanted to know what deck this was, so I typed it in, but there's the visual. It's from Los Scarabeo. So there you go. Thank you, Ramon. You're muted, Ramon. And it sounded
Was
like
that
Agador laughed.
Agador's laughing at me?
He did.
Like, haha, you always do that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
all right, so I pulled 4 cards for you. And the first card I pull is the moon. And traditionally, the moon is it's a card about chaos, about confusion, about things that are hidden. But I see this card differently, especially with the new moon coming up. So I see this card as this is a moment to set new intentions. Your ancestor, your spiritual guides, they're inviting you to reflect on setting intentions, new intentions on things that you want to do, things that you want to pursue, things that are a need. Why do I say that? Because the second card I pulled is the Elder Futhart character of Naudis. And Naudis talks about necessity. It talks about things that are needed, things that it's sort of like a moment of not necessarily a crisis, but something that you need to address, something that needs to be fixed at the moment. And what are these things? Things that are related to your things that are you're passionate about, right? And this card, what it says is build desire, rekindle love, pursue what you want. And I know you're in a moment in which you have all these projects coming up. Um, so the message from your ancestors is an invitation to organize those things that you really want to pursue and manifest into reality. Um, Opening yourself, holding the keys to whatever you want to open these doors, right? And that's actually the 4th card that I pulled. It's from the Lenormand deck of um, it's from the deck of Lenormand keys, right? The key, and it talks about um, finding solutions, finding answers, unlocking success. So, and in this case, what I feel that your ancestors are supporting you at all times, but especially with these new projects that you are forging to be able to share with the community, right? So the invitation here is to pursue them with passion, manifest them, but more than anything, with trust that you will be successful in achieving this with the support of your ancestors and the divine realm. That's what I got for you, Robert.
Nice. Good night, Ben. Thanks for stopping by. It was good to
Good
see you,
night, Ben.
sweetie.
Great seeing you. All right. Uh, we have one from Rain. reading request. Just a general reading for me, please. I have to watch this video and replay to listen to Agador laughing at me again.
I know. I got to record that. I'm going to watch it back and I'm going to record it. That's so funny.
Well, he didn't bark at you. That's a good thing.
You know, Miss Tarot D made a comment about African gray parrot.
Yeah.
You know, my dad has an African gray parrot, and
I've always wanted one.
well, you know, my dad always wanted one, and one day he was in the patio at his house, and this bird flew into the patio, and my dad thought there was a dove that was injured because it has a red tail. So
yes,
he went to grab the bird, and the bird let himself to be grabbed, and he kept it for a long time trying to find its owner, and nobody claimed the bird. So it's been almost 10 years that my dad has it, and it's amazing. The first time that I met the bird, I got home overnight. This is in Puerto Rico. I flew in overnight, and the next morning I heard the alarm of a car going off, and I was like, what the hell is this? Like, you know, it's what's going on with this car? And it was actually the bird imitating the sound of an alarm car, of a car alarm. And they're amazing with how they imitate the sounds. This bird imitates the sounds of the microwave when the food is ready, the dog's barking, and not only it imitates the sound, but it also knows what it's saying. So when he wants to go to bed, he tells my parents to turn off the lights. Calls my dad. It's amazing. They're so smart.
Well, I want to know who taught Miss Tara D's African Gray to cuss. Because, repetition is what does it.
And Rain says, Nancy, I don't think I will ever get over the fact that you called your bird Agador Spartacus. I giggle every time I hear it. Love it.
I don't, you know.
Name.
And the bird cage. He's in a bird cage.
I was trying to decide on a name, and I love that movie. Mm-hmm. And I thought, you know, he's going to be Agador Spartacus.
Yeah, that was,
I am ready for Rain.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me see here. Okay. Rain, the first card that I got for you is, it's a beautiful sunset. Look at this. It looks like it's in the desert. My words and actions are beauty, compassion, and love. I love that. And then two cards came out of the Starlight Frequencies Oracle. So I'm going to, you know, honor them both. And the first is the card of past, present, and future possibility. And it says, acknowledge where you have been and where you are going. The possibilities are endless and yours to create. And there's a mountain, and on top of it, you know, in China, there are mountains like that. And there is a chessboard that is teetering. And I guess the possibilities are endless as to the different moves that can be made on that chessboard. The second card is the crystalline spirit. You are creation itself. You can reach anyone at any time with your pure source light without taking any residual energy on. This is an amazing gift, Rain. And to go with that, now I absolutely love this card for you. Carry the torch for others to see. Wake up the world. And I want you to look at this. And the way I read this is the three beings above are your team, your spirit guides and your angels. And they're watching over you and they are inspiring you. And you are this person, this being below, and you are carrying the light. And, you know, I say so often, you know, in these dark times, really heavy energy times, it's so important for us to be the light because, you know, sometimes, you know, in a day, you may be the only light somebody sees, you know, and you're that important. And just be aware of that and go forward with your light. That's what I have for you, Rain.
Nice.
Beautiful. Heather?
Mm-hmm. And Miss Tarot D said, sorry, I had to step away. Spiritual Rain was everyone on their best behavior. I know that Nancy can be a little sassy sometimes.
You
And
betcha, Miss
A
Charity.
little.
You know
I
it.
said, sassy is Nancy's secret weapon. So, Rain, for you, I have two cards from the Resurrection Oracle, and they just speak volumes for the journey that you've been on. The first card I have is Inner Child. And look at, she even has beautiful red hair like you do. So this can literally be your inner child that we're looking at, that you're looking at. I think we all have a little bit of a redhead in us. So that's your beautiful card there to start out with. And the keywords for this card is healing is difficult. It can be, but it's necessary. And you're strong and you're resilient. And you've made it this far. And you have those 5 beautiful dogs and your kitty at your side. And I bring them up because the next card is on your own. But you're really not really on your own because you have those beautiful babies with you and you have the love and support from those in our community to hold space for you when you need it and have been there for you. And I just love all the purples and the pinks in both those cards because the purples and the pinks are very healing colors, like the amethyst, like the fluorite, like the rose quartz, and also the spirituality, the purple. So you've just been really working on yourself. And I know this new moon probably setting intentions for the next month on what you want to start manifesting now that you are on your own. And the key word for this card is who are you? Who are you? Who? Come on, everybody had to be hearing that song in their head. So who are you? And it says here, moving out by yourself, breaking off from situations, the children moving out, the loss of a loved one, how to find comfort in being alone is never easy. Sometimes being alone can be one of the scariest places to be, but I know that even though it might be a little scary, you are probably reveling in it. You've been sharing pictures and stories. You've been adopting again, like I said, those beautiful babies, and it connects with your tarot card that I pulled for you, Rain. I got the Four of Wands, and that's about foundation, happiness, celebration. Those babies are your foundation. Your strength is your foundation. The love again and support of the community is your foundation. So every single one of these wands is a part of that beautiful foundation you have created for yourself and celebration that you are moving through and now starting to experience. And it says here to kind of get out of that headspace and do something productive, but you already are. It says decorate, make space you live in uniquely yours. I know you're still, you mentioned um, renovating that beautiful farmhouse that you have, that home, taking care of the babies. So embrace this time in getting to know who you truly are without someone else's expectations, criticisms, or sometimes even judgment, including our own. Kind of get out of that stinking thinking sometimes. And that's what I have for you, Rain. Love you, my dear.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. All right. I pulled 4 cards for you, and the first card I pulled is the ship from Lenormand. This talks about a journey, a transition, um, exploring, moving forward on a situation. I don't know your personal circumstances. I don't know you as Heather does. I know I've seen some of your shows, but what I'm getting is that you're closing a cycle on something and you're moving forward onto something new. So this is a recognition from the universe on that journey that you're going through, that you will go ahead and move to clearer waters. Second card I pulled, I actually pulled a tarot card with the intent of reading upright, but I actually got it reverse, and I got the Tower reverse. And the Tower talks about a groundbreaking transition or transformation, but in this case is reverse. So it talks about rebuilding, right? Other than in this case is destruction, right? Here's rebuilding in this case, and it's a change that's going to be transitional. It's not. It's going to be groundbreaking, but it's not something sudden. So you're going to go through a transition of rebuilding yourself, maybe from personal painful circumstances into something a new solid foundation. It's going to take time, but it's going to be significant. Third card I pulled is from the Elder Futhark image, symbol of Gebel, and Gebel is about generosity, about gifts, about giving yourself, and this is what you do when with these beautiful things with that you share with animals, right? With people around you. You're sharing your beautiful gifts. Don't let these maybe negative circumstances from the past block that beautiful light that you have. Always share it because people and creatures and indirectly, I, through you too, get a lot of positivity through the spirit, the beautiful spiritual being that you are. And the last card is it's an oracle, and it says all heart, and it's always doing what you truly love. It says committed to relationships, but in this case it's not necessarily romantic relationships. It's a relationship with your pets, with those beautiful beings that depend on you. It's a relationship with yourself, with your spiritual side, with your intellectual side, with your emotional side, with your physical side as well. You know, always establish a relationship with yourself because these are very important sides that we all have. And you have to acknowledge that. But also, relationship with the divine realm, with your spiritual guides. Um, Rely on them, communicate with them, trust that they are there to guide you at every moment. That's what I have for you.
That's beautiful.
Wow, beautiful readings, Rain.
Yes.
They all are.
All right. Thank
So
you for
nice
the
when you
opportunity.
get
I
readers
don't think
together that flow well.
right. I've never read for rain. Interesting.
I thought you
No,
did.
I don't think so. I don't think I've done. I've read for her.
Oh, she says you squeezed her heart. Oh,
Thank you.
yes, this was the first time that you read for her. Oh my goodness.
Right?
Wow.
Yes. All right. And it was an honor to read for you, so thank you. I have one here from Joyful Journey. Will I be able to move on to a more positive job environment? I say you could. It's all about intentions, and this is an opportunity, this new lunar cycle to manifest that, right? Set those intentions. But we're gonna pull cards for you.
Hmm. Yeah, because we're focusing on new moon energy. So, this new moon,
Yes.
what can we start planting to help you move forward with a positive job environment, Jen.
Let's see.
That's interesting.
I'm ready.
All right.
The first card that came out for you, Joyful Journey, is the Path. And that's you standing down there. Let's see if I can point to. I always have, I'm not dyslexic, but honest to goodness, right there. And you can see that you're kind of in darkness. You're not, maybe you're not happy with your job. With the moon, there's this unknown quantity, but there's this ladder that you can climb up and into a maybe more beautiful environment. But you have to climb it. You have to grab a hold of the ladder, and you have to do the work to get up there. The second card is Infinite Vastness, and it says stop playing small. Ramon was talking about setting intentions. Set the intention that you are going to acquire a much more positive job environment. And it is just going to, it's just going to be there. You have to manifest it. You have to believe in it. You can't question it. You have to put it out there to the universe and expect to receive it. Act as though you've already received it. And then the final card is listen to the voice within when it persists. You are very wise. And that voice that's inside of you is guidance from your angels and your spirit guides. And you have to take the time and have the intention to listen to what they're saying, and they will guide you. Because look at the light that is all around you and the power that's coming out, and all of these little stars, messages from your spirit team. I'm excited for you, so you be sure and set that intention, because tonight is the night. After the show's over, just sit down and write out exactly what you want, and then expect to get it. I'm excited for you.
Yes, you will. All right, Heather.
So, Jen, first card I got for you, my dear, is the Knight of Cups. And I just love how they use animals in this deck. And the Knight of Cups, my dear, you have an empathy, a lot of empathy for others. I've got a couple cup cards here for you. Um, you're the Knight of Cups. Sometimes people see as like a romantic, like knight in shining armor kind of cups, but with the Knight of Cups, it feels like you almost kind of feel like a mediator in a way at work, and you feel like because you feel everybody's emotions, you want people, you feel if there's any tension or if there's any sort of chaos at work, any negativity, people who are very empathic feel that a lot strongly than some others. And when it comes forward to moving forward with the job, I asked for a clarifier for the Knight of Cups, and I got the Seven of Cups. And so, moving forward with this new moon, you're wanting multiple things. Um, you want to be happy. You want people to get along. You want a better pay. You want better out. There's so many things that you want, and so with this new moon, making sure that the intentions that you set are realistic and are they feasible. I don't know if this is continuing at the same job or maybe starting to look forward into a new one. When I asked for another Claire for the Seven of Cups to give me a little heads up, I got the Wheel of Fortune, which means things again, and it's fish, another water. So if you put that intention in there, this may very well start focusing on yourself and not making others happy and just emotionally putting that energy behind in this new moon, those seeds to have something that is for your highest good, that is a better work environment for you. For the bottom of the deck, the clarifier that initially went with your with your Knight of Cups, excuse me, was the Devil card. So this could very well represent the energy of the place. People kind of maybe being addicted to, people like chaos. People like the gossip. People like um, to them, gossip and things like that at work are juicy, and you know people thrive on it. Kind of like backstabbing, and it's almost kind of like a really bad real reality show. Is kind of like what I'm feeling with this, and you just don't want to stay in bondage to other people's negative energy like that. You don't want to be trapped by it. So making sure that you don't kind of get sucked into that energy. And with this new moon, with setting those intentions, I also got the temperance card here. We got some more cups again. Trying to start finding that balance within yourself at work and focusing on you moving forward. And if you do go looking for that job, a new job, that beautiful wheel of fortune, I got the Queen of Wands as another clarifier. And the Queen of Wands, very charismatic, very creative. I think that you've got that potential, you've got that creativity, you have that willpower. This new moon, start setting those seeds and start setting those intentions, my dear. And that's what I have for you. Hope it helped. Ramon, you're muted.
Why can't I get this? All right. So I pulled five cards for you, and the first card that came out was actually the Crossroads from Lenormand. And the Crossroads talks about this moment in our lives in which we need to make a decision in which direction to go, right? It talks about choices, options, those turning points that we face at different moments in our lives, but they're also opportunities, right? So it's definitely recognizing that you are on a point in which you need to make a decision to move in a different direction. Um, I actually pulled for you a playing card also, and this is the Nine of Clubs. And the 9 is a number that talks about accumulation of different things, right? The effects in which you're almost at a point to reach a new cycle, the closing of something, right? And the clubs are equivalent to like the wands in tarot, right? So it talks about uh, action that is needed, motivation, the ambition, the desire to be able to move forward to a new cycle. Now, the third card I pulled is from tarot, but it's reversed as well, and it's the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords, in this case, traditionally, this is pain, um, your heart being pierced. It's a lot of things coming from different directions that might not be expected. But this is actually in reverse. It's healing. It's moving on. It's being able to find that recovery, to be able to make a decision. So in this case, I think the connected with the previous card, you've been at a point of accumulation of different things happening in your work environment that it's no longer a painful decision. You're clear that you need to be able to move on to a more positive one, right? To make more positive environment that you be able to benefit from, right? To be able to grow, to no longer be a blockage or a fog in your mind. You need purpose. And that is the point that you are right now. Fourth card I pulled is an oracle card, and it talks about planning. So the message here is, like it says here, set your goals before being able, before making a decision. Set with clarity what goals you want to be able to go ahead. Refine skills. So if you want to move on to a different job, a different point in your career, make sure that the skills that you have are going to match what you're looking for, right? And communicate clearly. If you feel you are in a work environment in which is no longer positive, before making a decision of moving on, try to speak with people who are above you to uh, to communicate what are the things that you are no longer comfortable with. What are those the reasons in which you feel you're no longer fulfilled in your environment? What things can be changed, right? Because it's not just about you moving forward towards positivity, but you also want to create a positive effect by moving away that negativity that might be in your work environment, right? It's affecting you, most likely it's affecting others. So try to think also outside of the box, not just for yourself, but for the people who are around you. The last card I pulled is the symbol of Berkana. It's pronounced Berkana, Berkano, and this is about fertility, about growth, and it's very similar to the Empress, right? Is that moment of abundance, of growth, and it's connected to this message. It's an invitation that it's a recognition that this transition that you're going to go through, making decisions, communicating clearly, it's going to bring you growth in a positive way, right? So I see that uh, moving to a positive job environment will definitely bring you a lot of positive rewards. You're going to be in an environment that you're going to be comfortable with. You might be able to feel encouraged to grow in your career, right? So analyze all these things, plan wisely, and but at the end you will acquire a lot of positivity going in one direction or the other, right? Maybe the place that you are right now just needs to be communicated clearly that something has to change, and that will bring growth. But if you decide towards the opposite, towards moving away, uh, plan wisely, and with that, you'll definitely acquire growth as well. That's what I have for you.
Ramon, if I may, I ended up getting drawn to pull another card. You don't have to put me in the
Hmm.
big, but remember when you were saying direction and everything to
Uh-huh.
her? Oh, you don't have to put me in the big, big seat.
Why not? Let's go big.
Heather's big enough as it is.
Uh,
but but no, really, look at this beautiful heart, joyful journey, Jen. Ramon, really, and with Nancy, follow your heart, listen to your heart when she's calling for you. But when it comes to the work, really listen to your heart. Look what Ramon was saying, direction. And this card came right out. I was shuffling, I looked at it, and it said direction, heart chakra. So make sure that you are following your heart. You are setting those intentions and listen to the direction of where your heart is telling you and where to go when it comes to this job. I just thought this was a really great affirmation to go along with what Ramon was saying and what Nancy had said in the beginning, along with our reading. So that's all I wanted to share. I was just like guided, to shuffle and pull and take a look, and boom, it said direction, and then Ramon started mentioning the word direction. So I wanted to share. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Heather.
Bye,
Um,
Beth.
so we are an hour and a half. We're gonna answer one more question before closing the show, and this question will be from Aldra Dye. I will appreciate a card or two on what is happening this month. All right. We're gonna read towards around the energy of
The
this
new
month.
moon.
Right?
Yeah,
Yes,
for
the
the
new
new
year.
moon.
Um, remember, it's the messages that we give here. We're tapping into the current energies. Fate does not exist. At least I don't feel exists. You have complete control of a lot of the outcomes in your life. Just use these as the universe giving you heads up on which direction to move, and at the end, you make that decision. All right, a card or two on what's happening this month.
Alrighty, I am all set. So Audra, drawn to do something totally different from what I've been doing the rest of the night. So I pulled from my Heavenly Bodies tarot. Oracle, and it all has to do with astrological. So Karen might get a little excited. She's like, "Ooh, astrology!" So I went looking for the moon card. This is the new moon that we're in, and for the moon, it has to do with satisfying emotional needs, nurturing the self and others, but really focusing on nurturing self and what you need to feel safe emotionally, and connected spiritually. So with this new moon going within, tapping into any recent or past dramas that might have started coming up for you in the beginning of the summer, because we're coming into August. And so the two cards that were on both sides of the moon card I'm looking at, I got the conjunction card, which is a union, merging and coming together. So that paired with trine, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. So with this new moon going within, coming together within yourself, kind of merging and taking in everything that's happened thus far this summer. I keep thinking, well, maybe this is out, and I just keep feeling that loves of what's going on with your question and with the energy for this new moon with you has to do with something that happened around maybe like end of May or within the first week or two of June. So let me know if I'm correct with that, if you can. But you have that beautiful angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. So making sure, because when that new moon comes up, or when you start looking maybe at moon phases, you know the difference in how you feel inside, and when it's right for you to go within, do shadow work, do self-care and self-reflection. And with it being Leo, new moon in Leo, I went looking for the Leo card. in the deck, and you see the cards on flanking on both sides of the Leo. And for Leo, it says self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. So again, the self-confidence, seeing the beauty that's within you, which is represented by the Venus card that was on the opposite side of the Leo. So you give and receive a lot. Make sure you give that to yourself. You find that what's it say here? Find value and see beauty. And this is a really important, card too for all of us with everything that's going on in the world, and with home, trying to find the beauty within the world, in our life, within ourselves. And so this is a lot of like inflection, introspection for you for this new moon. And on the other side for the Leo, with the self-confidence and being and loyalty, not necessarily having others being loyal to you, which is important, but making sure you're loyal to yourself, sticking to your boundaries, healthy boundaries, not letting others take advantage of you, your energy, your kindness, that compassion. When people know that you love to give love freely, because that's that beautiful, you're that beautiful little pearl, inside that shell, you love to give. Sometimes people take advantage of that, like the psychic vampire, they just drain us. On the opposite side of that Leo card, I did get House of Eight, and it's about transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacy. So again, another perfect card for new moon, going within. And I just love this card. It's a skeleton of a bird, but the bones are so beautiful. It's about kind of like a death and a rebirth. It's re-examining. Is that going through that beautiful transformation, maybe working through karma. You will know this internally, with this reading. But at this time, new moons, facing fears, and it says legacies. So this could be karmic or even family. You don't have to carry family baggage. You're starting to set and light your own way, your own path, healing that and moving forward. And that's where I'll end, so I don't go on too much. I hope that was helpful, Audra.
Thank you, Heather. Miss Nancy.
Audra, I am reading on your energy this month, and I got three very interesting cards, very powerful cards for you, Audra. The first one is embracing the dark. Shine your true light upon this earth. I want you to look at this picture, because let me try and there we go. I got the reflection gone. What I am seeing, there is a hand there, and it is holding light. And I see this as your spirit guides and angels. And they are giving you a gift. They are giving you the gift of light. And your response should be the intention to take this light. Okay? To take this light, be open to their messages, because there's something very important here. The second card is to be the best version of yourself and start today. Now, the best version of yourself is the whole you, and it's your inner child. It's your higher self. Your higher self is who you really are. And don't forget this part of you, because it's very, very powerful. Your higher self is perfect. We may not think we're perfect, but our higher self knows that we are, because our higher self has been with us forever. And your higher self is wanting you to embrace this light and to start right now. Set the intention right now with this new moon to do this, because the third card, all of this to me is woven together, is the card of illumination. Shine your light upon those who cannot see. They're all around us. You know, there are these people that just, I mean, they just have no idea. They're just so confused. They're just in turmoil. And if you can be the light, um, I mean, it's so important. And not just for this month, but going forward. You know, just be open to receiving this so that you can reflect all of this light that's coming to you and that you're embracing. And that's what I have for you, Audra.
That's beautiful. And Ramon, I don't know if you saw, but Audra said July is my daughter's death day and just had
Mm,
the birthday. Tough
Uh,
month, a lot of deaths
mm,
and days of dead loved ones. But I made it through. Yes, you did, sweetheart.
uh,
And
yes.
everybody's supporting her in chat. So thank you.
Mhm. And that makes total sense because the first card I pulled is from Lenormand, and it's the mountain. And this talks about paths that are very difficult for us to overcome. And in your case, your situation, going through this emotional. Do you guys hear me well? Okay, because I hear like an echo, but I'm sorry. So in this case, the mountain represents obstacles, challenges, and in difficult situations, and you've been overcome. You've been going through this recently, and it's recognized here in the cards. But the message from your spirit guides and the energy for this month is to be able to move forward. You will never move forward from that painful situation, but you have to find new purpose, new direction in your life, right? And this is the image of the character of Raido, and Raido is about movement, going forward. The third card I pulled for you is um, it's from Oracle, and it says overcome.
Wow.
So it's about breaking through, about perseverance, about achieving success. But it's not just success in the material sense, it's also success in being able to find that fulfillment, that moment of peace in your life. Um, just keep in mind that your spirit guides are always there for you. And this jumped out when I pulled the mountain. It's about loyalty. It's about support. They are there guiding you, protecting you, and being at your side at all moments. This is a card about trust, about loyalty, about support more than anything. You have support from the spiritual realm um, in every moment of your life, to be able to transform that painful situation into beautiful memories, into moments in which you will find healing, and more than anything, new purpose to be able to move, like in this card, to be able to move forward. That's what I have for you.
And Audra is dog in Chinese zodiac. There you go,
Really?
Audra.
Look at that. Wow. That's beautiful. All right, so we are almost at 2 hours, an hour 48 minutes. So I want to thank everybody to sharing your time with us.
Oh, I hear the doggy. I love it. I miss my doggy sounds.
I come with sound effects. What can I say?
Yeah.
Birdie song and doggy grunts. I love it. I miss my
That
doggy
will make a
grunts.
nice recording for a funny moment. And just press Agador's laugh on the
Yeah.
back. All right,
I think
everybody.
that was around 8 o'clock or just like 5 or 10 minutes before when he did a
Yes.
little laugh.
Oh my.
Uh, I'm gonna have to look at and extract that part of the audio and
Yeah.
make something with it.
That
Um,
it's been an honor to read for everyone. It really has.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
yes, thank you, everyone.
Beautiful souls.
Thank you. Yes, this is the first time that I've done a moon energy show,
Mm.
and it was great sharing with all of you, sharing with you ladies, and the message here is use this opportunity, this energetic new cycle to set new intentions. You know, every month, every year, every moment on our lives, we're going to be closing and opening cycles, right? Just you don't have to wait for a new moon to establish something new in your life, right?
Anytime.
But it's any time at any moment. But use this cycle to meditate on it, right? There's an
Mhm.
opportunity just to think what things we want to cut out of our lives and what positive things we want to bring into it. All right. And with that, thank you everybody for watching, and
Thank you.
blessings to all.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye,
Good night.
everyone.